Hey everybody, we are going to some yard sales. We are going to beat our best video, which was the last video, which got so far 13 views.
13 whole views.
13. We are going viral soon. We're going to get 14 next time. That's the plan, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's it. I am 1% sure that's it.
Same here. Got any video games?
I do not. No, sir. I'm sorry.
No, that's alright.
I like that.
Is in the pile of shoes.
Nah.
I am all good.
He's got some what do you say? He's got some healing to do. He's wounded.
Character.
Yep, poor guy. There's some big ones. Oh, Mandy would have gone crazy for those a little while back. You think we could pack that in a box? Huh?
I mean, if we tried really hard.
I don't know if those sell anymore. Okay, guys, we're gonna pass this up. We're passing that up.
Thank you.
You can make fun of us
Don't
in
hold
the
against
comments. Wow, this is a big one.
Indeed it is. And of course, we instantly walked
No,
to the tool section.
I bought some of these, and they've been sitting on the shelf for 6 months, so I'm not buying any more. Although these are extremely nice ones. Two things I like, digging and tools.
Do you want me to set those down so you don't drop them?
That is not a nice wrench.
No worries. I get it here.
All right. Nothing there either. Looks like the stuff I keep in my spare drawers at the house.
Did I pull the right amount of money?
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I actually did.
Oh, you got it? Perfect.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Okay, well, this one was kind of interesting. It looked like, I'll describe it this way. It looked like somebody watched all the videos I watch and tried to buy one of everything. And it wasn't necessarily the best version of it, but there was nothing there really that I wanted. But Alex found something.
I found a low Garmin.
Yeah, he found a little Garmin. We'll comp it. It's different than the ones we've been buying, so we don't know. And I also got iPhone cords for a dime, just for me.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
on to the
let's
next
go.
one. Ooh. Oh, okay. I was going to ask what the heck that is for. That's interesting. Where do you pan for gold in Florida? That's what I was thinking. Huh. Those are probably worth something. Pretty cool. You could. Is that a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Pass? Okay. So that one, there was neat. There was some
It was alright.
stuff made for panning for gold, which was kind of interesting. I've never seen that in a 40 yard sale. Alex saw some little metal wallet things that looked kind of cool, and there were 3 of them, and he was thinking about buying them since we could sell them pretty easy, but he said no. Why'd you say no?
The cost too low.
What you see? Need just some pearls. Here. Ooh. Sound bar is going to need some cleaning. It's a little scuffed up, but how much for your batting helmet?
$2.
Okay, I'll buy that. Let me look around a little more first. I think I can do good on that. It's a real one. It's official, and we've sold a couple of them, done okay. So I think this will be good. Yeah. Think Mandy would want. Oh, is that a record? Would Mandy want that? It's a book. Is it a book?
I don't know.
Alicia Keys, Bob Marley. I gotta learn to face this thing the right way. Let's try. Comes right with a record player too. What do you got? Let me see. Oh boy, that's different. I've never seen that particular
Same.
design on the covers before.
And he is a very heavy calculator, actually. Do you think this could be worth anything? Only one way to find out.
Maybe. Some of them are, some of them aren't. I don't know which ones.
It looks pretty high tech.
That one looks nice. Can't see it.
No, that can go. I'm not sure.
All right, so
I mean, Scrabble.
we got the Scrabble.
Scrabble never hurt
And what
anyone.
did we not get?
A really expensive calculator.
Really cool calculator, expensive, but
She wanted 15 for it.
yep, that's what happens when you buy from other resellers, is they kind of know what things are worth, so
But that's
that's how it
fine.
goes.
Dad,
You see
do you
something?
think any of these cups are like the lifetime cups?
That, buddy, is a really good question. That is a really good question. I don't think so.
Oh, time to go into a rabbit hole and try and find out.
Well, I don't think you're going to find much at this sale, so why not? Not much you can afford anyway.
We're mesmerizing a cat playing with a lizard.
Oh, I don't, you know,
We're
I'm
being entertained.
going to bet the lizard isn't finding it so exciting.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Savannah here. Take these, I told you. Savannah. Take these, I told you. They're nice. They're going in the wash. But those are nice.
All right, so we just went to another sale. This one was another one that looked like somebody else who resells, just selling their stuff, and they had okay stuff. great prices if I was a guy who needed whatever they're selling, but I'm a guy who wants to resell it, so
Yep.
we didn't buy anything. This is one of those sales that we don't have to hang out at, because appliances, furniture, that's it for us.
Microwave.
Oh, we're usually interested in little stuff. You got all
Take a
the...
picture of my 1976 Honda for sale.
Oh yeah. There you go. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
All right, what do we got? This is antique-y, sorta. My goodness gracious.
Found your glass.
That's... How much for your little carnival glass?
That's $10.
Okay. We were
You'll
at
do better on the golf club prices if you see something you like, sir.
Okay.
we were at a sale a couple weeks ago, and some lady had 4 milk crates full of little bells this size, little brass bells. We bought all of them. Well, they weren't, by the time we got there, they weren't full. It might have filled 1 milk crate. So it turned out to be 124 of them, and we bought them from her for $30.
Wow, you got them all?
Mm-hmm. Well, we got all she had left. We got there late in the day. I wish we'd have got there earlier.
Yeah, the good ones went early.
Man, that's pretty cool. And I like brass
You got
stuff.
there 5.
Okay, we got 2 sales. Sun's in our eyes.
Yep.
One of them was a really cool sale with some really cool old antique stuff, but a little bit overpriced for us, and the other one was just not a good one. So
Yep.
here we go. Next.
Whee!
Next. All right, we got another one. Alex has been wanting to come to this one because they said last time we were here that they might have video games. So we'll see
Yeah, this is what he did to me.
if he gets, if his dreams come true.
It's actually brand new.
Jewelry.
She will.
Lots of jewelry. This is the cool one. Glass jewelry. Mommy could what not the heck out of this stuff.
She could.
That one's really interesting.
It also has a pair of earrings to go with it.
Yeah, it does.
Well, the Ziploc is a brand.
Look at the little fish. That's kind of cool. Okay. I don't know anything
Fish.
about jewelry, so I'll just keep on walking. My gosh, look at that coffee maker. That's what we need instead of a Keurig. All right, folks. These are Beanie Babies. When I was a kid, everybody on earth thought they would buy these and save them until they were collector's items someday. Now they're not. They're just pretty inexpensive. I think these are probably overpriced, but some Beanie Babies are worth a lot, but most of them, not so much.
Well, they're all different prices, so. Look at these? Yeah, okay. The bigger ones are 3. For that too, and that one's 3.
Oh, come on. Let's not put it in the dirt. I don't know what that's worth. Ma'am, how much for your Bucks jersey? or shirt.
Asking 50 for.
Well, we resell, and that's exactly what I'd try to sell it for. So I think I'll let you hang on to it. You'll find somebody that grabs it. It's really nice though. It looks brand new.
Oh, it is.
Man. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies. Oh my gosh. More Beanie Babies.
Matt, you need to carry on for the plane. Well, you guys are flying. You kind of need a few more people to look.
A few months ago at the same sale,
I was honestly thinking we just like buy
Alex?
the whole thing. Would that be fun?
this
To
is,
like buy the whole thing? Because it's just novelty cords.
it could be more than that. Last Mandy's camera that I gave her for her birthday, this is the sale I got it at, and I found it in a bin just like this, full of cords.
You sure is this so?
I'm sure.
Exactly this one here.
I recognize the people up there, and I also
Also-
recognize the setup.
Thank you. Can I pet your doggy?
Maybe not today. He's not always very friendly. But
I
thank you
do.
for asking.
Yeah.
That's
very
fine.
polite of you.
Yeah.
Good manners.
Yeah. What's this?
Oh, it's
Very rusty. So, you doing that?
Huh?
You doing that? 'Cause someone
Hang on,
gonna
I'm
scoop
looking at
us.
them. Doing what? That whole box? You really want to buy a bag of cords? Or a pile of
It's up
cords?
to you. That's why I'm asking you.
No, I don't think I want to do that.
Okie dokes.
Yes, that is an original Atari.
Yeah, I can tell.
It's seeing some.
Seems better days.
I don't think they comp very well, but
Hey, but it has all these accessories that you just brushed off. Like a camera.
no, you don't know what that is? It's a paddle controller.
Let me take off the lens cap.
Nope. It just turns back and forth like a steering wheel. It's for racing game, all kinds of games.
There's quite a few of them.
It doesn't have one like your controller in there.
No, yeah, it does.
Oh, okay. I can tell you those
So,
aren't.
should we do detail or should we ask his price first?
I don't. It's in terrible condition.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I mean, not just bad, terrible.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Um,
Like, most of it's fine, then you look in...
what bothers me is how see the
Yeah.
green. It's like a corrosion, like it corroded from inside out. I don't think I would want to get that unless they comp mega bucks, and I don't think they will.
That's what's games. Let's just pass.
So, see that? Icky. So we found an Atari, and I was just rubbing on it to see if we could wipe the dirt off, and that whatever that is came off on my finger. So now we're going to use.
This is disgusting.
We're well, you got to do what you got. Hey, it's coming right off. That's good news. So if this came from a crime scene, I'm in trouble. Ugh. So anyhow, we didn't buy that Atari. It was really gross and nasty.
Yeah, doubt it would work.
It would have been cool, but not going to do it. Moving on. Oh my gosh, Alex, you see what's in there?
There's little bunnies.
How are we going to resell a bunny?
It's possible.
I'm joking. Look at that. Two of them. There's a white one and a black one, doing just what bunnies do. They sit and shake.
think it's the wind, actually.
No, that's them. I'm gonna go on the other side.
That's so cute.
Hey guys, you having a good day? And
Oh,
there's
that's
Alex.
So cute. She'll buy me. Anyway, just small boys.
Oh, Mom, you should. Oh,
And ooh, how did I not see it?
See anything you like?
I mean, I like them, but I don't want them. The video games I'm referring to. What if they have a console?
You always ask.
You know the
Oh,
funny
I didn't
thing?
even see them.
Are you?
I literally walked right by them.
You know the funny thing? I have that exact one, except instead Trivial Pursuit, it's Battleship.
Well, we just left that sale. We left a couple sales. First one, I don't think we found much, but the second one, we found things we wanted. Alex found some video game stuff, but
two consoles without cords, may I add. He wanted $45 for an PS3 and $50 for an Xbox 360.
well, you don't have
Without
to.
cords, no controllers, no games. We
You
could
can-
sell it for $30, lower probably.
Hey, less anger. Goodness gracious.
You're less angry.
You're less anger. Well, on the good side, we found, and you'll probably see them in the video because I think we did get video of it. We did find some video games at this place. One of which he was asking underpriced a little, so we bought that one. So we also found some lock sets at this sale, but the boxes looked like they'd been rattling, and the truth is I didn't have a good feeling about this whole sale, so we decided to pass on those. I didn't even comp them. I started to, and I said, nah, I'm just going to pass on those. I haven't even tested out the ones, to see if they would sell, the ones we bought a couple weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago. Anyway, that was it for this sale. It was a fun and interesting sale, and, he didn't get his video games. Well, didn't get his consoles. Look at that beautiful scene. I've seen that picture before.
I haven't.
Oh no, it says everything must go.
Making up everything for $1.
What are y'all doing?
Hello.
Everything has to go or it's going to Goodwill. So if you make an offer, I can guarantee it will accept it.
You guarantee
I like that.
Probably.
$1 for everything in the sale.
Okay, well, maybe not that, but you're a good sales guy. I like your attitude. He is good, right?
Always wanted to buy a yard sale. I thought that would be.
We're going to one day. Just need to wait for the correct opportunity.
Good morning.
Clothes is low.
Excuse me. Hey, Alex.
Are you sure?
Alex.
You don't want any books?
Look, I found some of your
Yeah, I saw them.
weird shoes that we found at that other sale.
So people can see them.
Everything has to go.
We don't do Vera Bradley anymore because it just sits and sits and sits. That's kind of neat. He's got a broken ear, so I don't even need to look at him. He says bone china. Well, remember, Mommy wanted to look for little things.
Oh crap, I completely forgot about that.
Man, talk about a box of miscellaneous. I mean, this is the definition of miscellaneous right here. All right, I think that's good enough for me. These are actually really cool. Juggling fun. I don't know. I'm gonna stay out of them. There's any organizer. Wait, you didn't want to go through all these videos?
Nope.
All right.
Daniel.
Hey, Alex.
Is
I
that
just-
a Cuisinart art?
I can't tell. I don't think it's a Cuisinart. I don't think I want to mess. Careful, those blades are extremely sharp.
Yeah, I noticed.
In fact, eBay doesn't like you selling them because they consider them knives.
20?
They're really hard to ship. I learned that.
You know how it works?
Doesn't say Cuisinart.
Yeah,
It
I
just
don't
says
think it
food
is.
processor.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Ooh, do you need another fine scale?
I saw that. No, I think I'll skip on that too. This is an interesting sale though. All right, so we went to that sale back there, and we went to one over there,
Over there.
and we've been to quite a few sales today. This may be the last one, so we wanted to say, see you at the hall. See you there. What he said. Hello, we're back from our Saturday sourcing adventure. So let's show you what we got. You probably saw a lot of it already, but now we can talk about it a little more because we looked a lot of it up and thought about it and talked about it. So let's see what we got. Where are we starting? Ooh, oh my gosh, that takes up a lot of space. We got some foam.
Foam.
How'd we get foam? Why'd we get foam?
Foam is very good for packaging, specifically for glass, and someone here likes glass. Bet you guys can't tell who.
I will be packaged if you ever buy stuff from our store, it will be packaged, at least for a little while. It'll be packaged nicely in this stuff. So that's cool. So we'll move that out of the way.
Paid $1 for it.
Paid $1 for it. That's really good packing material. If we were musicians, we could put it on the wall to dampen sound, but we're not going to do that. All right, so oh yes, always. We have to do this because
Another day.
our goal in life is
another Scrabble.
That's right. Our goal in life is to find one of these every time we go yard sailing and buy it. This one's interesting because it's really new, which means it's worth really nothing. It has plastic things, which means you can't even bundle those and sell them. The tiles look kind of the same, but I don't know. There's something subtly different about them. They're cheaper, I think.
Yeah, much cheaper.
But anyway, we have another Scrabble to add to our Scrabble stack, which someday we'll show you, which is getting up to, I think there might be 10 games out there.
Oh, there's
now.
more than 10.
More than
Maybe
10?
up to 15 by this point.
Okay, that's a lot of games.
I like Uno.
Yep. This is Uno Flip. Flip? Extreme?
Uno Attack.
Uno Attack. This is Uno Attack. Okay, we don't need to demo it. That's what it does. It's a game. Alex likes Uno. He collects every Uno in the world. We found this and he got it for some amount of money. I don't know how much, but that's for Alex.
It was-
Jeez. That's for Alex to play with his friends. Let's do one more that we are not going to sell, and this one comes with a story. Okay, we bought
A secondhand story.
Yes, very good. We bought this at a yard sale. There were 6 of them, 5 or 6 of them for sale. They wanted, it's like it says $3 a piece for them. Alex bought this one for $1.
Yeah.
We were going to buy them all and try to resell them as a group or something. We didn't figure they'd be worth much, but we thought somebody'd want them. And they were presented to us as all new, never been opened, except this one. She told us she just now opened it so she could look inside and see if it had a cord. Well, truth is, it did have a cord. And it appears like it probably was open and used before. This bottom part is yellow and gross and dirty and dusty, which means it didn't stay in the box. Anyway, we brought it home because we wanted to buy one for his sister because she's been wanting a little fan in her room. She doesn't want it, so it's going in the garage. You can't trust what people tell you at garage sales. I don't know if she believed it to be true or not, but she was wrong. It was not new. And I suspect none of the other ones were, and I'm glad we didn't spend money on them to try to resell them as new because we wouldn't have been able to.
You can do that.
You want to do this? Another lesson? Okay. This was a day, this day out really was a day of hard lessons. We did some experimentation, we tried some different things, stepped outside our comfort zone, and some of it worked out, some of it didn't. You'll see as we go here. This one wasn't really out of our comfort zone. If you've watched our other videos, you know that in the last few weeks we have found 2 other Garmin GPS things for your car, and both of them comped out pretty good. I think we're going to get $20 plus for them, maybe 30. This one is a little different, a little smaller, and it turns out it is not worth nearly as much. We just grabbed it right away for how much money?
For $4.
And here's the funny thing about this. We went to comp it, and we found this, just the little console part and the plug-in for your car, around $9-10 if we were really, really lucky. 11 or 12 was the comps, and I was just gonna take it to Goodwill. I was thinking, why would we waste our time on this? But the weird thing about this is the ones with the clip, this little piece of plastic that clips on here like this, ups the price to pushing $20. So we're going to go ahead and keep this and list it. But I think next time we see one, if we get it for $1 or something maybe, but we probably won't pick these little ones up again. This is a game without a case, or at least without the correct case. The game is a PlayStation 4 Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. This was at a sale. She was just trying to clean her house, clean everything out. She said, make me an offer. I'll take anything that you offer me. We bundled this with a couple other things, which we'll show you in a minute. And after we did the math, this video game cost us 20 cents.
20 whole cents.
20 cents. Had it had the case, it would have been I think it was an $18 game, an $18 to $20 game to sell. But since it doesn't have the case and the disc is in great shape, we're going to list it for a little under $10 and just to have something just to sell it. I mean, 20 cents into $10, I think we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
This game at a different sale.
Story time.
How long are we going to make this story? This is a big, long story. You want to tell it?
No.
All right. I will tell the story. So this sale was what we would call, I don't know. I think it was a sale that other resellers were trying to sell stuff, but I'm not 100% sure of that. But anyway, the guy was selling, he had a bunch of games laid out on a blanket on the ground, and Alex started talking to him and asked him if he had any consoles. And the guy said, yes, I've got some consoles inside, let me bring them out. So while that guy was bringing stuff out and Alex was working with him, I quickly comped some of the games that were there. Most of them were, Maddens and other kind of sports games that don't have a lot of value. And I saw this one, and my rule of thumb with this, and with a lot of times with music as well, is if I haven't heard of it, there's a better chance of it having value. So I'd never heard of this, so I comped it, and it comped it somewhere around $18 to $20, which is, that's pretty good. He wanted $5 for it. To make that part of the long story short, he ended up giving it to me for $4, and so we're going to make a little bit of money on this game, Carmageddon Max Damage. The other part of the story, well, was Alex wheeling and dealing for the consoles.
They wanted $45 for the PS3, which was the console they wanted, which is the console they somehow wanted less for. They wanted $50 for an Xbox 3 stupid 60.
No, we love Xbox 360. That's the game that I played most of my games on. It's a wonderful system, but they aren't high value anymore. So short of it is, those things were massively overpriced compared to what they should be, even if he was just selling them outright. So Alex did not buy them. And Alexa agrees.
Alexa, table lights on.
It is difficult having a child named Alex and an Alexa in the same house. Anyhow, continuing on. We didn't buy those. We moved on. We did buy one video game from those guys. They were very nice. We just couldn't meet the price they wanted for them. All right. A little while back, quite a while back, we had a curb alert in my neighborhood, and they just said, come get it. We got a bunch of baseball stuff. So I don't know anything about kids' baseball stuff because he nor his sister played any baseball, so I never really got into it. So I jumped in the car, ran down the road, and got a ball bat and a couple helmets and some catcher's gear, the padding and stuff. Shoes. The shoes sold for $30. The bat sold for $125, $130. The helmets sold for about $25 or $30 each. That was a real win for just free stuff off the curb. This is a secondhand story for sure, isn't it? This, I saw it at the yard sale and I said, all right, those helmets sell pretty good. I'm going to grab one. I grabbed it, didn't look at it, didn't comp it, didn't pay any attention to the brand or the model or anything, and paid $3 for it. And get it home, and it's worth nothing.
Yeah.
Brand new ones are $18, $15, $18. That's what they're selling for. And used ones in good condition are down there around $10, $12. And this one's scuffed up, scraped up. It doesn't have the little face mask part on it anymore. So it's gonna happily go to Goodwill and somebody else or some charity, and somebody will maybe get that for next to nothing and get to enjoy it. But for us, it was a loser. Moral of the story there, and it kind of lines up with the Garmin as well, is maybe the thing you got in the past was good, but you got to make sure, because brand matters, and with the case of the Garmin, model number matters. So in this case, I didn't comp it, and it wasn't worth much. So lesson learned again. This is the kind of lesson I have to learn, and Alex has to learn over and over and over again. And someday we're going to get it, and maybe you will too. This isn't actually a loser, but it was very disappointing. I was excited. I've been watching people talk about buying sports memorabilia and sports clothes and sports jerseys, and because they sell really well. And I found this at a yard sale. I was really happy. This is a Tom Brady shirt, and we're in Central Florida, so Tom Brady's a big guy around here. There it is, right? Looks really nice, and it's in good shape. Looks almost brand new. I mean, you can still see the wrinkles from when it was pulled out of the package in some ways. The lady wanted $50 for it. I ultimately got it for $25, thinking that I could sell it for at least $60, and then hoping that I'd get one of those big scores where I could sell it for a whole bunch of money. Well, turns out that I could have sold it for about $80 had it not had this one problem right there, Alex, that I didn't catch when I was looking at it. Let's see if the camera will show this. Right there is a stain. Yeah, you can see it on camera. There's a yellow stain. I don't want to wash it, try to see if that stain comes out. Figure I'll just screw it up more if I wash it. So what I'm going to do is, first off, we're not going to sell it for $80. We'll list it for about $40 to $50, hoping, disclose the stain and everything, and hopefully we'll make a little bit of money. But it wasn't the big winner I was dreaming about. but sometimes that's how it goes. And I told the lady when I bought it, I said, well, I'm going to use this as a learning experience. I did not know how much learning I was going to do. So here we go, Tom Brady. So this was here's a meat and potatoes type thing. This is one that's going to make a little bit of money. It's going to maybe take a little while to sell, but I like this kind of stuff. One of the things I like to find is like hardware store stuff that maybe other resellers wouldn't even pay attention to. These are little inline valves for sprinkler systems. They're Orbit brand. I know Orbit brand because that's what we have at our house, and I've put some systems together at another house before. So anyway, these things brand new, $20, $25, somewhere around there. These are brand new, but the boxes are beat all up really bad. Inside you can tell they've never been used. So we'd have to sell these as open box, which would put them down there maybe $15, $10 to $15 each. Debated whether to list them individually, but I think I'm just going to list all 6 of them for $60. We bought the whole lot for $15. I know it says $5 on there. That's where we started, and she agreed to go down to $15. So we're going to sell those for $60, make a little bit of profit, and be happy. All right. Speaking of things we've never heard of before, this is like a sports day. Did you notice that? We had the hat. We had these things. We had this other thing. It's coming up. We had the jersey. We don't know anything about sports. It's funny that we found all this sports stuff today. I don't know exactly how these are used. Okay, these are used in tennis, and I know that because there's a picture of a tennis racket. And I think you somehow put them on your racket, and it does something to eliminate vibration, string vibration or something when you hit the ball or when you're swinging it or something. These are called racket customization shock absorb wasp straps. Okay, these, the little boxes, are called shock absorb original dampeners. I think they probably do the same thing, but they're just a different version. I don't know what they are, but they're all for tennis shock absorbing purposes. Alex goes to a yard sale and looks for anything that looks like it's new in a package, and then looks up what it costs. That's kind of his approach, and that's how he got these for
20 cents each.
20 cents a piece. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so 20 cents a piece. We did the comps. What did we decide we're going to be able to sell these at?
We could sell them like 10 to 15 each.
Yeah. So let's say $12 each. Okay. $12.
And of course, there's still some bundling opportunity.
Yeah, we might put them together. We'll decide. But if we sold them individually, $12 each. Shipping's gonna be a piece of cake. They weigh nothing. They're tiny. They'll go in a poly bag, and bam, bam, they're gone. Brand new on Amazon. They're about $20, $21. So that's pretty good. We only have one that's actually open, and it's just that the glue came loose. That's actually, we're gonna have to sell that one as open box, but it's still essentially brand new. All the packaging's still sealed inside. So so that's good. That's what, 10, 20, 30, 40, maybe almost $50 out of 80 cents. That's a win.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. All right, so what we have here is a mini helmet made by, I believe, Riddell Company. These little helmets I've learned, because this is the second one of these that Alex has found. These things, I think they sell them at football games or at maybe meet and greet events or something with sports people, and they actually sign them. You can see a signature right there on the top. They will sign them, and they'll get and that signature is authenticated. In this case, authenticated by Beckett, which is a big company that authenticates things and grades things and stuff like that. So I did look this up. The number right there, in this case it's N13544. You look that up on the Beckett website, and I can't see it in the camera, but that's okay. You look that up on the Beckett website, and it will shows you right there. Yes, this was signed by him. On what date? I believe this one was signed in 2018. I think that's what I saw when I looked it up. Might have been 2019. I now know that this player no longer plays for the Steelers. He plays for, I don't remember, Baltimore, I think. But anyway, this thing with the signature and everything else comps out at about $70. It also came with a card, but the card doesn't have much value. We'll just sell it with it. And it actually came with the original price tag of when it was purchased the first time, which was about $100. So it has lost value since it was brand new, but still, that's pretty good for us to be able to sell it for about $70 when Alex paid 30. All right, $30. Right? So there we go. So that was pretty good. So we made money today. We didn't get any single, well, you know, if you talk in terms of just cost versus profit, that's a pretty good deal. But we had some losers. We had some, as they say where I work, learning opportunities. All right, I believe that's all we've got for today. Thanks for watching. We're hoping to grow this channel into a real channel. Last I looked, our last video got 17 views, and we are over the moon that we got more than 5. So it'll be funny to look back in a couple years and see that we're all the way up to 40 views by then, and that's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. All right, but yeah, if you like it, please come back and watch some more. We're going to try to put a little more variety in, but for now, we appreciate it. And don't forget, always look up, always look down, always look all around at those sales, and you'll find the good stuff. We'll see you next time.
I'm going to walk away because I always do. But I have nowhere to walk this time because different backgrounds. So I'm just going to...
He makes it awkward. This is awkward. Bye.
Bye.